Money changes everything. Really my core belief. In fact, the only way this debate could have been more perfect for me was if the topic was, money is the best thing in the world, being rich is amazing, or I love my lovely money. Money totally changes what I will and won't do. In fact, when they asked, do you want to do this fun debate where many respected comics have gone before you? It's a real honour to do for the Melbourne Festival. My answer was, Christ no, I want to eat Easter eggs in my pants and speak to no one till it's time to do my show. When they said, there's going to be money for it, I said, what an honour, thank you so much for asking me. Oh my God, I can't wait. Really, this dynamic has been a constant in my life, ever since I first realised you need money to do stuff. Show me your boobs would result in a slap for men in the street, but show me your boobs for $50 seemed a reasonable request to me, so I did it. That's obviously not true. Showing my boobs cost $60. For those of you who don't know, I paid my way through uni by stripping. I have to say that I did it for uni, because that way, you know, I was one of the good, virtuous strippers rather than just slag. Having money can mean all the difference between flipping burgers in McDonald's and crapping yourself in the engineering branch before going on to run the country. An urban myth, apparently. Money will mean the difference between living on Mars with our new overlords King Elon Musk and Emperor Jeff Bezos and fighting people with sticks for the last remaining water on Earth. Show me a problem that cannot be fixed by money. Depressed? You can buy Prozac. Sore back? Book a massage. Historical rape allegations from before you were Federal Attorney General. $1 million blind trust to pay the legal fees in your defamation case. Money changes your happiness. My parents brought me up with the attitude that money doesn't buy happiness, but they never saw me strain my neck trying to lick my left tit on stage. Which is a good thing in some respects, but by God, it would have defeated their argument immediately. I'm from a country where money changes your life expectancy. If you can't afford healthcare when you're ill, your life expectancy is going to decrease. But on the flip side, I also participated in paid medical trials when I was skint. I once got paid to get the flu for 10 days. Thousands of people all over the world now are getting flu-like symptoms every day for free. Like, I worked that disease like a drunk groom-to-be on his bucks night. Made my money out of that. Money changes where you get to live. If you don't have much money, you might have to live in a shithole. With a guy called Jared who's addicted to ketamine and keeps giving your stuff away. I wanted to put in a local reference here, so I googled and found a website called Shit Towns of Australia. They awarded last year's prize to Frankston and said it was situated in Melbourne's sphincter, so by that logic, we are right this minute in its epiglottis, where I, a financially successful comedian, am now being paid to live in a fancy hotel for a month. The irony being that I have money, but I don't have to pay for where I currently live, while outside my hotel, there are people with no money who can only dream of living in a dump with a ketamine dealer called Jared and 3 very frightening women from Northern Ireland who sell your stuff every time you leave the house. It's in the past. Right, I knew that my opponents were going to say some twee Disney nonsense that money doesn't change everything. I knew Cal was going to mention her cats. Cal has like endless cats, so she's probably going to say that the love of her cats is better than money. But her cats are rescue cats, otherwise known as cats you get for free because you couldn't afford anything good. You saw my cats, expensive pedigree cats, where I don't have to deal with their tedious and complex psychological problems, which may or may not involve pissing in the pantry and shitting in your slippers. Money changes how attractive you are to others. Like, actually, I was going to make a joke about how Lloyd had a big mad Welsh face, but he's even got more attractive since going out with the much more successful comedian Anne Edmonds. If you're a woman, this is physical. You can make yourself more physically attractive. You can buy your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if he says so. Wise words from TLC. And ones that have gone on to be my guiding principle in life. And I would just like to take a moment to thank Dr. Charles East for my new nose that I got in the lockdown, as well as the many orphan children who donated their hair for my hair extensions. If you're a man and have enough of the stuff, women will politely pretend you're more attractive than you are so they can benefit from your money. Money can literally buy you a new face and body, which in turn gives you more status, which results in people wanting to give you even more money. Look at the Kardashians. They've shown that money can transform you from ugly to beautiful, apart from the big tall one, but still. 10 out of 10 for the effort. Women have had to learn more than anyone else in this world that money changes everything, both in official prostitution and in its more socially acceptable cousin of marriage. We understand more than most how much money changes your power over others. Look at the gender pay gap. It's 13% in Australia compared to the slightly higher 16% in the UK. And I feel that the impact of this can be seen all around you and you're very confident, sassy women. Well done, Australia. Women in Britain literally cannot afford this level of sass to men. Welfare. Money won't make you a nicer person, say my parents, two morons who lived in poverty their entire lives. Shut it, Mum and Dad. I can literally buy therapy to make me a better person. But does it help you spiritually? Some of you are saying to me. Yes, you can get a spiritual guru once you're rich to counsel you through any guilt over tax evasion or exploiting your factory workers. Money can't get you into heaven, but it can get you into nightclubs, business class, and the vaginas of women who are better than you. All of which are actual, real, tangible things rather than heaven, which is just pretend. Sorry, Jesus. Money will keep you alive longer because you won't have to flat share and end up murdering your flatmates when they drink the last of your milk. Most people who do murders are either very poor or too rich. So rich they have to push people off their super yachts to stop them telling their secrets. The money you make will never buy back your soul, said Bob Dylan, a man with a net worth of $500 million. I flew here business class. The main reason money is good is because you really enjoy seeing other people having less of it. If we all had the same amount of money, it wouldn't be as fun. But peeking through the curtain of business class into the Hieronymus Bosch scenes that make up economy before returning to my fresh fruit platter, oh, that was what really made the experience. Because I'm autistic, I can only say things bluntly. I'm very rich now, but because I'm Scottish, many people in Britain think I'm poor. People don't like when you reassure them that you're rich by saying, it's okay, I wasn't shoplifting, I am extremely rich. I have learned this the hard way. You have to communicate your wealth in non-verbal ways through status signifiers like pointlessly small handbags, Instagram pictures of you in an infinity pool, or cars that are a different shape to other cars. I don't know. A Princeton University study found that making $75,000 per year is the sweet spot for happiness. There's an actual happiness point with money. Unfortunately, the amount to make you happy rises in your 30s and 40s because increasing amounts are required to make your children love you, repair your aging, ugly body. I guess buy coffins for your parents' funerals instead of kicking their naked bodies into their graves. Oh, okay. Do I finish now?
No, you got another minute.
Oh, I only have one more thing to say, and it's about use. A study actually showed that Australia's happiness peaked in 2009 with the last ever episode of McLeod's Daughters. That same study, by the way, showed that happiness is now becoming more unaffordable for Australians, though I'd like to remind you that my show is only $35 a ticket and will create memories which last a lifetime. Thank you.